road to the Masters.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, live opening round coverage of the Desert Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. Let's pick up the action here as we begin at the long par 5 first. Always nice to get that first one out of the way, and that's going to be a good one to get this tournament started. What a start to the professional career. Victory week number 1 on the Korn Ferry Tour. Here we are, week number 2. Nota Begay III is with us. And Nota, what'd that tell you, that week 1 performance? What'd you see?
Well, the bottom line is what I saw was a player that was not afraid of the moment, that stood up and wanted to be accounted for with great shots and great decision making and benefited from a wonderful first start.
Digs into the bunker, getting set to play the third shot. Yeah, big explosion, got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Yeah, that's good putt. It's a birdie here at 1, and that is hopefully a harbinger for the week ahead as he is very quickly to 1 under par. Frank, there's so many impressive holes here at Wolf Creek, but the second really stands out.
Yeah, that tee box is at 9 stories high. It's hard to imagine you can tee up that high, and obviously trying to judge distance is one thing, but also just the visual that you get.
That's going to miss the fairway. So after the birdie at 1, he'll need to play his second at 2 from the rough.
It shouldn't be too bad where he is. He should have a decent look at the green. That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Let's bring in Nota Begay the third for a look at birdie.
Yeah, it's just very slightly up the hill. I don't think it's going to move more than a ball or so to the right.
Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. All right, Frank, describe the third hole.
Well, it's a par 3 with a bit of a tabletop green, Rich. Some bunkers right and left of that, but also it's going to play a little bit further. This tee shot is uphill, unlike the opening 2 holes. So a 3 here, and that certainly won't hurt the scorecard.
Yeah, and with the elevated green, he might have needed an extra club, as that won't get there.
Just a little over-ambitious on that chip shot. Just sailed past.
"13 feet away." Yeah, no mistaking that one. That is a good par here at the third. And he'll stay at 2 under. Here at the fourth, 383 yards from the back tee. It's a dogleg right, but Frank, looking at all of those bunkers, you could really make a mess of this hole if you stray.
You can. That's why you've got to simplify it. Just something there that's going to find the fairway. Even like 3-wood and a wedge, that's really all this hole's going to require. Avoid the canyons on the left and in the desert, as well as just, I don't know how many bunkers there is on the right side. So a little bit of fairway up the left, find that there, and really, you should be looking at a birdie putt.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. While sitting on an upslope here, you've got to be careful that you don't get this one straight up in the air from that lie.
Oh, it's coming out of the gates today beautifully, and there is another chance.
Not much to that. It is a birdie here at 4. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day 1.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can easily go there.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From Eastern Nevada and Wolf Creek Golf Club, it's live second-round coverage of the Desert Championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top here, 10 under par. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
112 to the hole, standing on even par, looking to go under for the day. That was the gap wedge, coming in just a bit too far right, not how he drew it up.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
An outside look here for birdie. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's going to put him within a stroke of the current cut line, so he's likely going to need at least one more of these if he wants to play the weekend. Now to the short par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. What is this, Frank? Just a wedge or a 9-iron?
That's all, Rich, but it's very tempting to get greedy here. And, well, you pay the price, obviously, if you miss the green on the left down on those bunkers because they're, well, a good 6-7 feet below the level of the green. But with a wedge or a 9-iron, who doesn't go aiming at the flag?
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. He's going to need to come up with a few birdies in short order if he wants to play the weekend. Onward to the shortest and one of the easiest holes here at Wolf Creek, the 125-yard par 3 15. The only trouble here, the deep greenside bunkers on the left. This will be a short iron, and this is one you want to stick in there close. Put it in a great spot off the tee. Has just 86 yards left for his second shot. See what he can do with this.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
This from about 10 feet. Oh, missed it right. Just didn't have the right line. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. But that may just mean it's going to take a birdie finish to see him through to the weekend. We come now to a great risk-reward challenge. 562-yard par 5 17. Good drive will roll down the hill, offering a chance to get home in 2. But if you don't get there, your ball might roll back into a lake. Good luck. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. A good 200 yards away from a good lie in the fairway. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there, and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. A straightforward look here for birdie. Nicely done. A birdie finished off here at 17. And that's a good step toward making the weekend, but he's likely going to need birdie at 18 if he's going to fight on. Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250 yard mark, and of course you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and well, they want you to finish on a good note. So good drive in the fairway here, or 3-wood, pitch it on the green, make a 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse. Don't you hate it? It was nearly going to be a perfect driving day until that one misses the fairway.
So this for a finishing birdie at 18.
Great that he's got his ball in the same elevation as the hole, but now he's got to play this out well to the left in order for it to work back over to the hole.
No, didn't get that out there far enough, and it winds up sliding by to the right. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. That will be a second round score of 70 to under par. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post enough. PGA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this look at the future stars in the sport of golf. From beautiful and rugged Mesquite, Nevada, live third-round coverage of the Desert Championship. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Novello is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. Let's pick up the action here as we begin at the long par 5 first. And he should like that one. He'll have an excellent chance to go for this first green in 2. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Okay, a well-played hole there at a birdie to kick off the round. And that's going to get him to 1 under for the round and 7 under now for the tournament. Frank, you need to be a bit of a rock climber just to get to this second tee. 445-yard hole. What a view. Ready to tee off here at the second hole. Quite a view from up here, Frank.
Once again, big elevated tee, and it's hard to imagine you have a tee that high up, but that'll shorten that 445 yards. Obviously, it's a dog leg left. You've got to be careful if you hit driver and 2 straight, because then you can run out. A nice tee shot in the middle there, and then you get a relatively straight shot into this sort of par 4 green, obviously going a little bit back up the hill. And once again, a little bit like that opening hole, sort of different tiers on that green. Try and make sure that you're on the right one. In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he gets it to 2 under for today's round and 8 under for the tournament. Now on to the first of the short holes here at Wolf Creek. Uphill shot, Frank?
Yes, it's going to play a little longer because of that. Then it's 227 yards off the back tee. Hard to imagine you have a par 3 in amongst this desert. And really, that's all it is. Tee and green. There's not much in between. Well protected, as you can see, by those bunkers. And this green a little smaller than what you'd like for a hole that's around that 230-yard mark.
This is a 9-footer. That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there. That one in for a bogey here at the 3rd. And that'll drop him back down to 7 under. This is a good hole here at Wolf Creek, the 4th, par 4 at 383 yards with a pretty severe dogleg to the right. Back to the tee here at Wolf Creek. A lot of sand along the right side of this fairway leading up to the green, Frank.
Yeah, I can't even count how many bunkers they got down that right side. It's easy to see where not to go. So obviously you want to get that ball up on that left side. And then really it's just a short pitch across. Yeah, this hole's only 383 yards and it won't even really play its distance. But, of course, you've got to be careful. It's not long, but fairway first once again here. You can see all the problems around there if you do miss this fairway. That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 8 under. We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but, Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long. So very reachable.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Now from a little less than 200 yards, this a second to the par 5.
I dare say a touch too aggressive. Try to fly it all the way and expect it to hold. It is very ambitious. Look what's happened.
Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he's worked it to 9 under par. This is an excellent hole here at Wolf Creek, the par 4-6, 447 yards. If you're going to hit driver off the tee, keep in mind there is a creek out there, and that approach is uphill to a hard green. This hole's all you want.
This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And he's got it to 14 under par. So for our featured golfers, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the goal really is to try and shoot back-to-back great rounds, Rich.
PGA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. Today from Mesquite, Nevada, it's live final round coverage of the Desert Championship, where we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top. Let's head out to the course and pick things up at the par 3 15. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. This will be a 14-foot putt here. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. That will leave him with a puncher's chance at this. 3 back with 3 to go. Now to the 16th hole as we get set for the finishing stretch. And Frank, what's the best way to play this relatively short par 4?
Somehow you've got to straighten the hole up in your mind's eye, Rich. Just look all the way across that canyon and look like the hole was built straight. Really, that's the way it should be played. If you start looking left and turning it into a dog leg, then all of a sudden bad things can happen. So look straight at the green. That's your line. Just try and bisect those 2 fairway bunkers.
So with the victory in the debut professional event and now in contention week number 2, notice seems to me like the pressure's off. Whatever happens, they're going to be in great position.
Yeah, going to be a nice, strong position from here moving forward. Still would like to improve on their position today, but it is lights out there on the Korn Ferry Tour. Every player's going for broke, trying to post the lowest score possible.
This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And that's going to leave him 3 back with just 2 holes remaining. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a two-shotter. You find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that third shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that second shot on.
Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5, the second, and you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at the back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just leave that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
How about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And he'll need a miracle finish here. 2 back with just the 18th hole remaining. Finishing hole here at Wolf Creek is only 307 yards. Frank, where's the trouble here?
Short and to the right of this par 4. Really, there's a multitude of options off this tee. You could hit an iron, you could hit a fairway wood. Even some might try and hit a driver, but that's a little too risky. There's too many problems up ahead if you try and take this hole on. Really, a short club off the tee, leaving yourself some area of 170 yards, and you're going to be putting for birdie more often than not.
What a shot, setting up for an eagle here. Let's see if he can cap off that amazing tee shot with a putt here for eagle. This would be something. That really could have paid off that previous shot, but the eagle, not to be. Yes, what a finish to the round. 4 consecutive birdies to wrap things up. And this will be a final round 64. Wow. Frank, you and I have covered golf around the world. I have never seen anything quite like Wolf Creek Golf Club here in Nevada.
I didn't think you could build a golf course in this sort of area like this, but they have, and they've succeeded. It's a wonderful course to play. It's so pleasing on the eye. The fact that you get to play across canyons and over desert ridges and across water, all in one little place. It really is an oasis, but more importantly, Rich, it's fun.
And the golf we saw was every bit as good as this magnificent desert backdrop. For my partner, Frank Novelo, and all of us here at EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From the home of 3 major championships, Riviera Country Club, it's live opening round coverage of the California Classic. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round 1. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. Okay, that's a good one to start safely in the fairway to get the tournament underway. Yeah, that's a really good shot. It's going to hold up just short of the road up there. Well placed here at the first. Had the distance right, just a tad offline. How about the chances for getting it up and down from that spot?
Well, it's not in the thick stuff, Rich, so that's advantage number one. Really, the lie's pretty good. I think it's a standard pitch.
Nota Begay is on the ground for us at the first green.
And this putt moving right the whole way. Got to keep the pace up to hold its line.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's very quickly to 1 under par. So while you're looking to make birdie at number 1, you'd be happy with a par 4 at this second hole. It's 471 yards, but the winds are a factor. It is a strong par 4. And this round starting off strong after the birdie at the first. This in the fairway at number 2. From the fairway, we check in with Nota.
Great job finding the fairway here, but the work is not done. 2-tiered green. Got to make sure distance control is on point to get your ball close.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Oh, yes. You love to get breaks like that early in a tournament. That one in for a surprise birdie. Not a long hole here, the third at Riviera, just 434 yards. This is about position, and really the best way to get at the whole location is to sail it over that fairway bunker on the left. That'll give you a really good angle. That one looking a little right. Oh, and it's a narrow fairway here at 3, but that'll be in a great spot. Pretty good tee shot. He'll play the second shot from the right side of the fairway.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Here we go. This one for birdie. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. Arriving now at the 236-yard par 3 fourth, what Ben Crenshaw once called the greatest par 3 hole in America. High praise from the 19-time PGA Tour winner. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain right where he is. Up next, Riviera's 434-yard par 4 fifth. A lot to worry about here. Canyon wall and OB on the right, trees down the left, and of course, the iconic grass mound, which cuts into the fairway short of the green. And that will do just fine. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
137 is the number. Pin on the left portion of this green, so it will favour a wee draw.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he'll move to 3 under par, just 3 back. You won't come across too many like this. Riviera's famed par 3-6 at 199 yards. Hard to focus on anything other than that distinctive bunker cut right into the middle of the green. Finding the proper level is imperative here because getting it wrong can create all kinds of unique problems. Okay, that's on to this 6th green. Not particularly close, but it does appear that there is at least a straight line to the hole. Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he's going to move to 4 under par. Just 1 shot off the top spot. Here's another hole that is distinctly Riviera. 408 yards of par 4, but you have that giant bunker going all the way down the left side and then the barranca on the right. The fairway closes in, pinches at about the 270-yard mark. So with all that's going on and as narrow as it gets, you have to hit it straight off the tee here. And this one's slowed up by the leaves, and that's not going to be a great result. Going to take an extra club or two to get out of this mess as he sets for his second. Okay, so good work there to get this back out into the short grass.
And really, this is not a bad spot to be, just a little short of the green. Certainly not out of the question to get away with a par.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain at 4 under. Well, great design. And Riviera, everyone agrees, is one of the best designs in the world. Great design makes you think. It gives you options. So, what do you do here at this 433-yard par 4 8? You got to go left side or right side? Take your pick. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. From the fairway nota, this is second.
142 yards left to the hole. Swinging it great today. Would not surprise me if he stuck it close.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. We finish up the front side at Riviera with a 458-yard par 4 9th, one of the finest par 4s in the game. A long, straight drive. If he can manage it, will take the 2 fairway bunkers out of play. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful look at the ninth with the clubhouse in the background, but players beware, severely uphill. Whatever club you select, add one more.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
That one led perfectly. It is a birdie here at the ninth. And that is going to go in the books as a 30 on the front side. 5 under par. Well, this hole, the 315-yard par 4 10th, has been talked about so much. If you ask the professionals what's the best short par 4 in the world, most will point to this. It's all about options and that little sliver of a green which causes players headaches. This one is not just about the length, obviously, but it is a really strategic play. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Now this for another birdie. Just going to sneak on by. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he'll stay at 5 under. Again, here's a hole where you know instantly you're at Riviera. 583-yard 11th. It's the second par 5 on the course, but you look at those eucalyptus trees lining both sides of the fairway. That's Riviera. And then the grass barranca, which is a couple of hundred yards from the green. You have to factor that in on your second shot. Terrific hole. Okay, this is not the biggest of fairways at Riviera, but that's a good drive here at 11th. That worked out really well, landing just short, gets that little bump onto the green, and now maybe a huge bump on the scorecard, Frank, if this putt goes down for an eagle.
Well worked out second shot, Rich. You could not fly that ball on the green and expect it to finish up in that front third.
The 12th hole at Riviera is a tricky one at 479 yards. It's narrow with OB to the left, and it forces you to carry a ravine on your approach into a green protected by a sycamore tree left and a large bunker right.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Well, Frank, this is a case where a par is going to feel like an eagle if he's able to get this done.
If he can just make it, just make this putt, then just run to the next tee.
So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity.